On Veterans Day, we honor those who served our country, but it's important to remember that sometimes their hardships don't end when they return home, saving lives at both ends of the leash. That's a motto for the K9's for Warriors organization as they work to change the statistics surrounding veteran suicide by pairing a highly trained service dog with a military veteran suffering from PTSD, brain injury, or other military trauma. To tell us more about this amazing program firsthand is Anthony Serta, a New Jersey-based veteran. So nice to meet you, Anthony.
Hi, good morning. How are you today?
I'm great. We're going to talk about your military experience in just a moment, but I just want to let viewers know where you are. You are a special education teacher. You're in your classroom, and that's where you're talking to us from.
Yes, ma'am, that is correct. I am a seventh grade social studies special education teacher, and I am in my classroom. And here is my service dog, Mando.
Aww.
And he is just hanging out on his bed, having a little bit of downtime. And he comes to school with me every day, and he's such a blessing to myself, to the students in the school, and to the district as a whole. Not only has he changed my life, but honestly, he's changed the lives of other kids throughout the school as well. And he's really just changed the atmosphere of the school, because there's nothing like having Mando in the hallways with you as well. That just changes the whole atmosphere.
Oh, no, I completely understand. The minute you get around a pet, everything changes because there's such unconditional love. Now, Anthony, you're a Marine vet, a former military police officer, and you enlisted shortly after 9/11. Tell us a bit about your time in the military and your transition back to civilian life.
Yes, ma'am. I signed up. I enlisted right after 9/11 in early November 2001. And shortly after high school graduation, I was off to boot camp. And then right after boot camp, I went to military police school and combat school for the Marine Corps. And shortly after that, I was in Iraq, in Kuwait, waiting to go into Iraq in 2003. I was there in 2004 and also 2005. And as a military policeman, you had to do everything with security inside the base, outside the base, convoy security, prisoner of war security. And a big part of our job was explosives ordnance disposal security. So working with IEDs and roadside bombs and things like that. We were outside the wire nonstop for all my deployments. And my transition back to civilian life, it was a challenge. It was a challenge trying to find a footing, trying to find your own placement. And for a while, I was able to brush off the symptoms of PTSD. But after a while, things just kind of pile on and accumulate to where you can't take it anymore. And you really don't know of another way out. So thankfully, my father, at a very difficult time in my life, my father recommended, hey, you should look into getting a service dog. So that's where I found K9's for Warriors. And I was on the waiting list for a while. It was all throughout COVID. And once I got accepted to the program, it was like a huge weight was lifted off my shoulders. And our relationship, when I got to meet Mando, it took off like a rocket. Mando is just such a loving, loving dog. He's kind of passed out right now. We've been up since 4:30 in the morning.
Aww.
But the mission of K9's for Warriors is such an incredible mission. They help you on so many levels with the service dog, with having a community that you're a part of, and just the love of other veterans that have gone through this, the love of the people that work at K9's, and the love of Mando. It's really just an incredible thing. And so it's really nice because, I need Mando as much as he needs me. And from getting up in the morning on days when I don't want to get up or doing things that I don't want to do, it's like, you know what, without me, Mando's not going to have any quality of life. And without Mando, I'm not going to have the best quality of life either. And he's really just been an answer to my prayers. And it's helped me and my family so much.
Well, that is so wonderful to hear. And I'm sure, as you said, help your students and the school, everybody. Now, there's still, such a stigma around mental health and the military. And what is your message to those who are currently struggling? Because it's not something that is comfortable just coming out with, I need help.
Yes. In the military, they teach you to be self-reliant and strong. And to be honest with you, the biggest thing that a veteran can do is ask for help. It's hard to ask for help. It's humbling to ask for help. But through the grace, that you receive, that people want to help us. And it's a lot harder to do something that may not be the best decision. And temporarily, you might think that this decision might be the greatest thing. But in the long run, veteran suicide, it affects more than just the veteran. It affects the family, the community. And, when that happens, it's generational. But getting help is also generational, because now I have a bright future. I have so much to look forward to. And it brings almost a tear to my eye, because I was almost a statistic. And it's sad. It's sad that I let my feelings and my emotions that are only temporary almost get the best of me. And I got so much to live for. And so for veterans, just ask for help. There's nothing to be ashamed of. Oh my goodness.
Here
There's
he comes.
a fire drill going on.
Oh my goodness.
I am so sorry.
Right on cue.
Oh my goodness. I have to go.
Do you really?
Yes, it's a fire drill.
Oh.
For school.
Okay.
I am so sorry.
That's okay. You go. Look at Mando was like, let's get out of here. Thank you so much. Thank you for telling us about this, and we'll talk to you later.
Yes, ma'am.
Go.
I'm so sorry.
Bye. That's okay.
Bye-bye. Take care.
All righty. Now, if you or anyone you know needs help, contact the Suicide and Crisis Lifeline at 988.